Okay, hi guys. I'm back again. Hey guys, welcome back to today's edition of Time with Ela-Marie. And yes, I am Ela-Marie. Okay, so today I know people have been through stuff. I know people have been through their own share of life, but I just want to share a little bit about my life, just so that you can know that there is hope and you shouldn't give up. So that's basically it. So I'm going to talk about my coming to China and how I personally think it has been very difficult for me. People think that, yeah, people have been through worse, but to me it's been very traumatic. So I I always tell this story. I don't know I don't know if my husband agrees with me, but anyway, I came to China because I actually wanted to join my husband. He was a student here, and so I decided that I was going to join him because we weren't really so cool with the whole distance relationship. And so we got married and he came and then I joined him. And so I applied for a school and I knew that, oh wow, I'm going to learn something new because, point of correction, he applied for the school. And yes, he just corrected me. It's not really like I said it out of my own will. Okay, so he applied. Babe! Babe! Yes, so he applied for the school and then I got in. So I chose a different course than I studied it in my bachelor's. I chose a new course because I was not really getting something related to my field. Or the ones I applied that were related to my field, I didn't get in. So I got a school that accepted me, and then it was a new course that I had just applied for. So I had it in mind that, oh wow, I'm going to learn something new. And it is actually a very good course. So I was so excited about coming to learn something new. And I came to China. First day a bit stressful, but I mean, you've come to a foreign land and you are not really used to everything. It's quite understandable. So then we had to go and register for our courses in the school and do our registration and everything, which seemed fine whilst we were doing it. I mean, there were a lot of hurdles because of the fact that, I mean, most Chinese people don't speak good English, and so there's this language barrier because, I mean, you have to find a way of communicating and doing what they want you to do. But then they have some people who can speak quite a good amount of English. And we did our registration. I got my hostel, paid my hostel fees, paid everything I had to pay, my insurance and everything. And then I went to see my supervisor. So the Chinese system is such that, especially for masters and PhD, that you need a supervisor who will supervise your thesis and also help you with the type of courses that you have to choose based on your thesis, let me put it that way. So we went to see my supervisor. Luckily for me, I had a very nice supervisor. Her husband is the main supervisor of my department in the school. So I met her and I met her husband, and it was good. Then they told me that we're supposed to start our courses that week, but none of the master's teachers in my school understands English. Bummer. I was like, how am I supposed to then take my courses? Because for other schools, they give you the opportunity, if they know that you're going to be taught in Chinese, they give you the opportunity to take 1 year Chinese course. And then when you're done with that 1 year Chinese course, you kind of don't have an excuse for not knowing Chinese. So you then start the courses in Chinese. But I mean, like, apart from Chinese movies, which I really like, I mean, you just hear "fu jiang fu" and all those things. Like, it really sounds exciting, and it really sounds exciting. And the whole kung fu thing, like, I really don't know anything about. I didn't know anything about China. I'm like, I mean, you really can't learn a lot about people from their movies. I mean, you can learn something, but I was like, how is she expecting me to finish my courses, because I had to finish my courses before I would start my thesis. And she was like, oh, don't worry, the courses are just for 1 year, don't worry, you'll be able to sail through, just finish, it's just 1 year, you just have to finish in 1 year. After the 1 year, you're free, you have your thesis. It's just 1 year. Wow. 1 year of having to go to Chinese classes, being in the class with Chinese people, and there were only 2 foreigners, maybe like 3 or 4, but only 2 of us were from my country, which is Ghana, of course. Proudly Ghanaian. So only 2 of us were Ghanaians, and then I think there was a Pakistan guy and a Bangladesh guy. So I guess we were just 4 foreigners, but I mean, I wasn't friends with the other 2 per se. And we had to go to class and listen to the Chinese teachers. And basically it's like, you go to class and you're like, okay, let me play Candy Crush. Then you start playing Candy Crush, or you'll be watching a YouTube video because you're lost. And you had to do that for like 1 year, and it's not even guaranteed, because with the Chinese system, there are some courses that can be done only in the first semester. So if the class is full, you have to move it to the following year, same first semester. Or if it's second semester, and by the time you register, the class is full, or they are clashing, it means you have to move it to the following year. And it was terrible for me because I didn't know where to start from. I didn't know what to do. And there's so many barriers here. Like, for me, like, I mean, there are some nice people who smile at you and like, oh my God, why Warren? Or something like that. I mean, in foreigner, and like, they're so excited. And there's some people who are like, who's that black person there? Like, and I know it goes on in some parts of the world, but I was not so used to it. So it's like, you start to feel bad. You start to feel like, then I got the experience of, I mean, for the first time in my life, experiencing the whole being black is seen as a curse kind of thing. Like, it really was not very easy with the school, and then with being black in China. And then also the language barrier. You go everywhere and practically most of the people don't speak English. So you go everywhere, you have to buy something, you don't know how to communicate. So you just have to point, okay, find this, like, and like, there are basically 2 things that you really learn, 2 Chinese, should I say phrases that you learn when you come, which is 听不懂, meaning I don't understand, or like 多少钱, 多少钱, meaning like, how much is this? So like, with those 2, when someone speaks to you, you don't understand, you say 听不懂. Then if you go to a shop, you do 多少钱, 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 and it's a bit ridiculous, but it's quite funny. Like, but the funny thing about Chinese people is like, when you say 听不懂, they're like, 听不懂吗? And I'm like, I don't understand. Then they're like, you don't understand. Then they speak more Chinese, and you're like, oh my God. Okay, are you done? And then you just have to find a way of just excusing yourself, else you'll probably be in a conversation with someone who you just told that you don't understand what the person is saying, but yet the person is still speaking. It's very weird, but I mean, it's our daily lives. And another thing I was not so used to, I didn't necessarily like, is how everywhere you're going, like, people can just pick up their phones and just take pictures of you because you're black, and then they probably haven't seen a foreigner before, and take videos of you, like, unapologetically, just taking videos and pictures. Like, I like my space, I like my private life, I like myself. It's like, I like to be by myself. I don't want to be a celebrity right now. Like, I can't stand the whole paparazzi thing, but it's like, paparazzi. Everywhere you go, you practically don't really have privacy. Like chop, chop, chop. Or like videos. I remember I was in the train one day, and then an old woman who has probably taken the train all her life, most likely, took a video of the whole train up to my face. And I was like, really, like, I mean, so obvious you're not taking a picture of a video of the train, because I mean, trains are common in China, which means you've probably like used them your whole life. What's so special about this particular train we're in right now that it had to end on my face? And I was like, oh my God, I don't know. Till now, I kind of like ignore. I sit in the trains and I'm like, I just close my eyes, just so that I don't just see something I don't like. And the last thing I couldn't really cope with is the spitting. Man, the spitting. Oh my God. I mean, I really wouldn't have a problem with the spitting if it was just spit. The sound that comes before the spitting, guys. The sound is like they're clearing everything from their tummy to their throat and ring. Oh my God. That sound alone is hard. It's hard. I can't say everything in this video, but fast forwarding 2 years down the line, I have learned to deal with the fact that some people will like you, some people wouldn't like you, but life has to go on, right? You just have to just keep going. Those who don't like you, it's their loss. Those who like you, well, it's their gain. You understand? But you just have to be the best person that you can be in this life towards all those people, whether they like you or they don't like you. And also, you also have to learn that struggles do come, and it's been very difficult, especially academically, because I felt like I was come to learn something new, and so I don't have any background, and it's masters. Everybody expects you to study on your own, and you're not being taught anything, and you have to do things by yourself. It's been hard because they've been really depressing times. There've been times of crying. I tell my husband, like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Like, I just want to go back home. I don't think I can do this anymore. And he just keeps saying that, don't worry, everything will be fine. God has his plans for you, and you're a success in everything that you do. Then he speaks very good words. I hear them. Then after I go back crying another day, and I'm like, no, I can't do this anymore. No, I want to go back home. I want to go to where I find it familiar, and I find things like really okay. Like, but then I just learned that you still have to push yourself. If you really want to make it, you know where you're going and you want to really make it, you have to just tell yourself that I can do this. And with God's help, you can do it. And he will definitely see you through whatever it is. You shouldn't see it as maybe you're going through something, you think that God is not there. He is there. He is there for you, and he will see you through. Just don't give up. Push on. Push harder and harder and harder, and definitely you will look back one day and smile. So this is just a bit. I will probably have another episode on my life in China, like a different aspect, but that's basically all I want to tell you today. That don't lose hope, don't give up. You can share your experiences, you can share your thoughts on what I've said so far. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And don't forget to like and to subscribe. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.